Hey guys, so you saw the title. I made my own lip balm. Let's back up though. Did you watch the review that I did on the Dolly Beauty lipstick? I didn't like it, right? But what I did like was the packaging. The packaging is stunning. There was no way in hell that this was going in the trash. So one of you actually told me I should repurpose it, and I thought that was a great idea. So I tried to make my own lipstick, but it didn't come out like a lipstick. It came out like a lip gloss. And then I had an idea of how I could make it more like a lip balm. And so, all right, here's what happened. I looked on the internet to see what ingredients I should use to make my own lipstick. And one of the suggestions was to use Vaseline, of all things, with a pigment. And I have a bunch of pigments from Just Pigments. I've been buying from them for years, and they have even sent me some to use on my channel. So I said, all right, I'm going to take one of my pigments and mix it with some Vaseline. And I didn't measure it, I just eyeballed it. And I just did it until I got the density of color that I wanted. And I had these little containers with covers from Dollar Tree, so I mixed some in there, and then I took it and I took the Dolly Beauty lipstick out. Actually, I threw it away. I really did not like that lipstick. Um, I threw the lipstick away, cleaned out the container with alcohol, and then packed the lipstick that I made into the tube, put it in the refrigerator. They said to let it sit for a couple days, which I did, but it was too like gooey. It was more like a lip. It wasn't like a lip gloss, but it was just too like gooey is the best way I can describe it. So I thought, well, what if I put it in the freezer? Which I did. And here's what I ended up with. So in the freezer, it is more like a lipstick consistency, but it's still too soft for my liking. So what I'm going to do, and plus I have to leave it in the freezer because if I want to keep it at the lipstick consistency, it's I don't want this rolling around in my freezer and getting damaged because my husband might go in there and look for something and he might break it, by accident. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to depot this into here, and I'm going to just put that little plastic container in the freezer, and that way if it gets cracked or broken or something, I won't care. Um, but yeah, this actually came out pretty nice, but I'll show you. It's very soft. Yeah, see, it's still too mushy. It's already like going limp now just from being out of the freezer for a short amount of time. So I'm going to take this out and put it in here and tell you what I'm going to do instead. Well, actually, before I do that, I should just tell you that I do like this. But it's more like a lip gloss. It's very, very soft, and that was really fun doing that. So I'll put this back in the freezer because, yeah, I can't believe how much that melted just sitting out of the freezer for a short time. But I'm gonna clean out that container now, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do with the container now instead. Okay, so I took the lip gloss, lip balm, whatever you want to call it, and scraped it all out of the tube, and then I cleaned it with, first I took a Kleenex and twisted it up and tried to get as much of the residue out as I could. Then I took Q-tips and isopropyl alcohol and tried to clean out the inside as best I could with alcohol. Now I said, okay, I want this case to have a lipstick in it that is something that's neutral, that will go with every makeup look, something I can keep in my purse and I can whip this out when I'm at like a restaurant or a public restroom or something and have people say, "Oh, what is that?" Um, so I wanted something that I could just keep in my purse that would go with everything. All right. So what did I decide to depot and put in here instead? Well, let me show you. Oh, it got a little bit mushed. Damn it. It's L'Oreal Ferris Nude. You can just barely make out the word L'Oreal there. Now, the problem is this Dolly lipstick was a little bit smaller than the average lipstick. So when I put this in, first of all, it's very hard to get a lipstick out of its original packaging without damaging it. It's very hard to do that, especially on a warm day like today. Um, but yeah, that was very hard to get that out of there. But when I put it in the tube, the bottom of it like actually came up along the edge because it's like the lipstick was too big for the tube, but it did fit, but I lost a little bit in the process. But yeah, it doesn't look perfect anymore, but I think what I might do is put this in the refrigerator to make sure that it doesn't melt any more than it already is just from the trauma of doing what I did to it. But I wanted to repurpose this, so this is now L'Oreal Ferris Nude um, because that is about as neutral of a lipstick as you're going to get, and it will go with everything. So the lip balm was supposed to be a lipstick, which turned into a lip gloss, which turned into a lip balm. So yeah, the lip balm that I made is in the freezer right now, and it's purple. And I know what I wanted to tell you. If you decide to make lip balm at home, don't assume that all pigments are lip safe because they are definitely not. Um, how will you know which ones are okay to use on your lips? The only way to know for sure is to buy from a site like Just Pigments because they have safety charts on there. And for every pigment that you buy, it will tell you right on the screen whether it's lip safe, eye safe, or even if it's usable for cosmetics because not all pigments are cosmetic grade. So don't just buy a pigment at like Dollar Tree or whatever and think that you can use it for whatever you want because it's not necessarily safe to do that. There are very strict laws in this country from the FDA that will tell you what is safe to use in what way, and you can go on Just Pigment's site, and that will give you all that information. But this is now L'Oreal Ferris Nude. Yay, I better get this in the refrigerator and let it recover because, yeah, it did get a little bit traumatized from my depotting and repotting into this beautiful case. But thanks for watching, guys. Bye.